I don't know what topic to give to this video. This is just like going to be an appeal, or it might be just a rant. And this is like a call out to all you light workers and empaths and star seeds, and even anyone who feels sympathy with everyone who's suffering right now.
Take a moment right here, feeling like it's out gear, driving towards the sun with a rose and a gun. Feel the wind in my hair, going nowhere I swear, like an outlaw on the run. Dangerous but it's so fun, running, no.
Hello everyone, this is Calliope, and today I am going to talk about, like I said, I don't have a topic. It is just about what I have been going through, or what I have been trying to just hide. Is it that we are too used to now hearing this kind of news, and once in a while we'll see something and maybe we might feel something, or we might just be like, oh, I have read something about that just similarly a few months back, or oh, you know what, there's too much damage already done now, we cannot really save this earth or save this world. Is it that our hearts are too tough now to even feel anything? Like I had you can't say it was like a difficult week, but yeah, I could not do my work because of technical issues, and then I was being too lazy, and I read about Manchester, what happened over there. Then I was like, I don't know, I was just trying to sleep a lot. And then over the weekend it finally hit me that, oh, I'm still sensitive. Maybe I'm just trying to hide it. I'm just trying to not worry about or not lose my mind about these things. What do you do when you are a light worker, or you feel so much and you cannot really do anything about it? Well, first and foremost, let me tell you that the most important thing during such a time when you feel so much, and maybe you're just not addressing that you are feeling uneasy or you have been feeling uneasy, well, the most important thing is to address that you are feeling something. You are actually losing your mind, but then you need to calm down. You need to make good use of that energy. Now, if you can try to meditate, do that. If you can pray, do that. I think every one of us can pray for those victims, or pray for world peace. And then of course, I also feel that, okay, what is actually changing? What is it, like the prayers are going to save my people? Is it that the prayers are going to get world peace? You pray, and then every other month you just read something new, or maybe it's just happening still, and you just wonder, what can you do? First of all, you can at least try to not get into heated debates on social media, which is very easy in today's world, because we just have everything on our phones, and we're constantly checking, and we're constantly taking all that negative energy. Because on one hand, there'll be people who will be like promoting world peace, who will be like talking about love, and who will be like not targeting a particular religion, and they'll be just talking positive things. And there are people who look beyond the obvious, and then there'll be, of course, people who will just bash up people of a particular religion, or they'll bash up other people, and they'll probably just bash up each other as politicians. The most important thing is, don't let that energy affect you. If you want, just switch off your phones, just don't check anything. And if you really want to post something, please promote something like being grateful to be alive, being grateful in this time to be breathing, being grateful to not be almost like in a warlike situation, being grateful that you are not a refugee in a country. There's so much to be grateful about, and you can maybe post that on social media, you know, like try to write something positive so that it makes at least one person happy to read that. At least it makes them little calm down. You know, there is always something to be grateful about. There is always something to look at a glass full. You know, I saw a video recently, and it was about a Muslim couple who is living in a refugee camp. They are living in between the Syrian and Turkey border, if I'm not wrong. And it was so sad on one hand to see that they are alone at that age, after 65 years of marriage, I think. They were alone, but yet they had each other. I mean, alone as in they did not have the kids. The kids managed to escape, I think, to Turkey. And imagine at that age, they don't have the kids. What if something happens to them? But then they were still, like, you know, happy to have each other. And it breaks my heart seeing these things, because of course I'm very close to my parents, and then I just cannot imagine something happening like that to them, because they are also very attached to me and having me around. So imagine, you know, you don't want something like that to happen to anyone's parents. I mean, even if those people are strangers almost to me. But so I try to look at the positive side always, you know. And that's what I'm trying to call out to all you light workers and people, you know, who are here on this earth for the greater good. Please do not get affected by all this negative energy on this planet, and, you know, try to just boost everyone's morale, whether it is in any way you can. So yes, the shift is happening, and we have been feeling it for quite long, and now it is like, oh my god, it's too much to handle for all of us. Like for example, like, you know, this whole week has been so very lazy for me, or things were just not happening. And then, you know, at the end I was like, finally I accepted that, okay, this thing has affected me, and I decided to post you know, on Instagram about something positive to it. So that's what I'm saying. If you feel anything, if you feel that like doing something, do it. It can be in a small way, you know. If you like, for me, people who are helping already, you know, like, you know, people, for example, there are nurses, and there are, like, you know, this war reporters or photographers, and everyone, for me, they are like already light workers for me. So everyone is trying to do something or the other in their small way possible. And I don't know, I'm trying to do this through my videos or through my post, because I do believe that I'm a good writer and I can make a little bit of difference. So if you feel like doing something, if you feel that kind of intuition that you want to help in some way, do it. Don't wait for it. If you have to read a particular book, if it's something which attracts you, as in if you see a book, you know, if you want to educate yourself and you're like, I have to get hold of that book, just do it. You know, maybe it is some kind of intuition which is telling you to read that book and educate yourself, and maybe it will just lead to a certain path, or it will open certain doors. Everything is energy, you know, everything is kind of attracting you for that greater purpose. Like, it can be a simple thing, like, you know, seeing some Instagram post, or it can be a simple thing like you see something on TV or on the road when you're walking, and suddenly a thought just comes to your mind. Everything is preparing you for that greater good. So yeah, during these times when you know, you see something like, you know, you read in the news, like for me it's like always like, I want to watch the news, then I don't want to watch the news, because sometimes it just seems like fabricated picture, and then sometimes I'm like, no, this guy is talking sense. I need to know what's happening in the world, in my country. Violence, oh my god, There's so much violence everywhere, even in my country, and I'm like, why should I just blame the politicians? Look at the people, the way they are behaving. They're just thrashing people, they're just killing people. Okay, rape and everything is like a different topic altogether, but I'm like, oh my god, for money, property, people are just killing. Or just because, I mean, this is 2017 and still people are like fighting because of religion, or I don't know who is trying to instigate the crowd, and the caste system is still prevalent in some places. I'm like, oh my god, you still have so much of time in the world to fight because of religion and because of someone said something and the caste system, and phew, this thing just makes me mad. So the first point I would like to say is, please do not lose your temper. You know, when the times are like sensitive and you are like feeling like you're losing your mind, just stay calm. It's very important. Pray, cry, meditate, do whatever you want to just calm down, or just go to sleep. I think I have been doing that this week, this whole week. I did not understand that why I was sleeping a lot. I don't know, it might be due to the heat also. But seriously, I'm not someone who likes to take naps, you know, mostly, unless I have not slept well. But then this whole week I've been like probably just trying to shut my mind and just calm down and just go to sleep. It's almost like I'm done dealing with this world. Second thing is, yes, try to just post positive messages on social media, or motivate people who feel affected by all this, and do not really engage in a lot of social media debates. In fact, like my June horoscope also says the same thing, to not get in that social media you know, like battle, you know, because it's no point sometimes explaining to people who are not really at that level, at your level of spirituality. You know, they still have time to kind of see beyond the obvious, which you can see, and maybe you post about that. Then next point is like, live each day as it comes. You know, I understand that so many times, like, you know, light workers just feel like, oh, what can I do to help? You know, what should I do? You know, like, it's okay, just take each day as it comes, and somehow you'll get answers slowly, and just chill. You know, don't lose your mind. Just don't like stay awake at night. just relax, you will know. And yes, trust your intuition. Your intuition will just get stronger and stronger. Apparently you know, like the specs, apparently apparently my eyesight getting affected also is something about the fifth dimension, you know, being a light worker. I'm not sure, I don't know. I'm still trying to read about this, so I don't know. The last point is like, you know, help each other. If you have friends who are on a similar journey, just talk about it, and talking also helps. Like, you know, I always keep in touch with my friends who are on a similar journey, and I ask them, is the full moon affecting? Because full moon is that time to reflect, you know, a lot. Like, it affects me a lot, I think, because my moon sign is in Cancer or something like that. So it kind of really affects me, and that is the time, any eclipse, retrograde, is that time when it kind of makes us heal that part of our life if we have not healed properly. And you know, of course, the political situation everywhere just affects us so much, so I try to connect with my friends who are on similar journey and try to calm them down. Sometimes they try to calm me down, and we just talk about it, and it just helps. So yeah, so that's it from me, folks. I hope this video makes sense. I know it was like all over the place, because I also don't know what is going on in my mind. You know, I'm like, I think I'm kind of calm now. Like, I don't know, maybe I've just become so numb to all this. Like, you know, I have stopped being too hyper about it, and I don't know, like, I was like just sleeping more and just trying to shut my mind and just not letting this thing affect me. But the fact is that yes, we have problems, we do have, and somehow I don't know what to do about it. I'm sure like there are light workers like me who don't know what to do about it. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please comment below and let me know how are you holding up this week. And I don't know, I'm just all over the place. So yeah, I just wanted to put this like, across on the video, like, through my YouTube video. So that's why I'm doing it. Otherwise, to be honest, I was not even in a mood to shoot, but I thought, I should talk about this and maybe it will help someone. Please share this video with your friends and please subscribe if you're liking my videos, if you're liking my channel. And yeah, if you want to check out my last video, it's somewhere here. Until next time, it's bye-bye from me. Take care.
Told my boss that I'm done. Had no luck with my mom. Say, what will you do with your life? You know it's hard to survive. A cigar in my mouth. Maybe guilty but proud. Now I'm an outlaw on the run. Dangerous but it's so fun. Running, running.